students, welcome to today's video lesson. Today we are going to discuss a poem titled The Last Bargain by Rabindranath Tagore. Before we begin with the poem, let us discuss a little about our poet. Born on 7th May 1861, Rabindranath Tagore was a poet, musician and an artist. Tagore modernized Bengali art. His works deal with both personal and political topics. In 1913, he became the first non-European to win the Nobel Prize in Literature for his Gitanjali. Some of his famous works are Manushi, Shonar Tori, Ghore Baire and Gora. In addition, his compositions have been chosen by
India and Bangladesh
as their national anthems. Let us now begin with the poem. The Last Bargain, Rabindranath Tagore. Come and hire me, I cried. While in the morning, I was walking on the stone-paved road. Sword in hand, the king came in his chariot. He hailed my hand and said, I will hire you with my power. But his power counted for naught, and he went away in his chariot. In this stanza, the speaker, who is a laborer, begins his day wanting to be hired by someone for his services. The king comes along in his chariot wanting to hire the laborer with his power. The laborer refuses to be hired by someone with such power. In the heat of the midday, the houses stood with shut doors. I wandered along the crooked lane. An old man came out with his bag of gold. He pondered and said, I will hire you with my money. He weighed his coins one by one, but I turned away. At midday, the laborer walks along the by-lanes and passes houses with shut doors. He meets an old man who wants to hire him with money, but the laborer refuses the agreement as he does not find any interest in money. Moving on to the next stanza. It was evening. The garden hedge was all aflower. The fair maid came out and said, I will hire you with a smile. Her smile paled and melted into tears as she went back alone into the dark. This stanza shows how the laborer refused to be lured by beauty. In the evening, he comes across a beautiful woman in a garden who offers to buy his services in return for a smile and beauty. But the laborer refuses the offer. He realizes that a smile and beauty will not last long. Soon enough, her smile turns to tears as he refuses the agreement. The sun glistened on the sand and the sea waves broke waywardly. A child sat playing with shells. He raised his head and seemed to know me and said, I hire you with nothing. From henceforward, that bargain struck in child's play made me a free man. The laborer finally comes to the seashore as the sun is setting. He sees a child playing on the shore with seashells. The child offered to hire the laborer's services in return for nothing. The man readily agrees to play along with the child. He agrees to this bargain as it is free of conditions. There is no demand or pressure or wealth involved in this bargain. Thus, we see that innocence is able to win over something that power, wealth, and beauty fail to lure. With that, we come to the end of this poem. Let us now have a look at some questions which you may be asked in your examination. What do the chariot and the sword of the king represent? The chariot and the sword represents wealth and power. What bargain did the maid make? The maid offers to hire the man's services in return for a smile and beauty. Why does the man agree to the child's bargain? The man agrees to the child's bargain because of his innocence, which does not pose conditions. With that, we come to the end of today's video lesson. We hope this helps you in your revision works. Please go through our notes and question and answers for more help. See you soon.